Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is AhTravesty playing some Neverwinter Nights 2 with the Aftershock mod. We continue to make our way through the dungeons. Last episode, we discovered this one prisoner here with the name of Joanne, so she must be pretty important being named. Other than that, we've been fighting off these young vampires down here. I suspect there's probably going to be some older ones down here too, but so far these young ones haven't been too hard to kill. So, let's see. Let's talk to Joanne first. Rodan, is that really you? Joanne, I don't believe it. You're still alive? Oh, this must be our sister, huh? Yes, I suppose so. Don't worry, we'll get you out of here soon. Be careful. The master and the mistress are very powerful, and they're somewhere around here. I can feel it. What do you mean? What's been going on? They brought us here and made us do bad things. If we failed, we died. That's terrible, but on the bright side, at least you didn't fail. There is no bright side. I killed Gina Thompson. It was her or me. Well, she sort of let me kill her. She wasn't before, but now I think I realize she was my best friend ever. I'm so sorry to hear that. My friend, I too am truly sorry, but your sister is a vampire. Oh no. What are you saying, Garth? I can feel it, and I can see it. I saw her fangs, and were her eyes always that color? Hang on a minute, Garth. Is this true, Joanne? Are you a vampire? Yes. They turned me. They turned all of us that won the fights. Does it really matter? It's just a bit of a shock. I didn't want to turn. I didn't want to drink blood until I tasted it. I hear you, sister. Remember, you're an orc. We're not wild like the others, Rodan. That's why they kept us in these cells. We didn't behave, so they're making us starve until we accept our fate. This they, that'll be the master and mistress, I presume? Yes, they turned all of us. They drink our blood. We drink a bit of theirs. It's all rather messy and weird. If we kill them, are you then free from this curse? No, that is not the case. I too thought this, but learned that there are many paladins that have sought the original vampire in Nest to do such a thing. It has never worked. Who said it's a curse? Just because someone's life is a bit different doesn't mean they are cursed. Look at me. I don't feel cursed. I've never felt cursed. Mistreated maybe, but not cursed. But you are still dead, Marissa, as is Joanne here. You cannot live a normal life. Normal to who? Can you live a normal life, Garth? Or will people judge you as a half-orc everywhere you go? Will people start fights with you or hate you just because they don't like your kind? What's the difference? And what's so good about is supposed to be normal? I can still do good things, and I'm dead, and people that are alive can be evil. Dead or alive is irrelevant. Hang on a minute, you two. Let's not get into this here. I like her, Rodan. Is she your girlfriend? She's trying to sidetrack you. Be careful. It's all right, Garth. She's my sister. That's what she's always done, vampire or not. That could have been me in there. Do you think that Jake saved my life? I don't know, Zara. In fact, I don't know about anything at the moment apart from we've got some vampires to kill. But not your sister, or any other that we find in a cell. Is that right? Yes, that's right, Garth. Nobody's killing anything that's locked up, shooting fish in barrels or burning down houses to kill the spiders inside. He'll calm down in a minute, don't worry. Marissa, can I speak to you? Alone? Go on, Marissa. Give her some blood. She can probably smell it. Yes, I am still your brother, and yes, I still know exactly what that tone of voice means. It means I want something. Then you admit I'm still the same person. I give up. Come on, let's go find the big bosses while Marissa nurses the children. Be careful, Rodan. You'll need a magic weapon of some sort, or fire. One of the others hit the mistress with a sword, and it did nothing. Thanks, we'll bear that in mind. Come on. Alright. So we got a journal update, too. Your sister is a vampire, but she's locked in a cell. You'll have to deal with the head vampires before considering releasing her. Alright. Well, they said not to mess with the ones in the cells. Let's see, these young vampires say anything? No. Just for the hell of it, can we bust through these gates?
Get 'em! What the?
Nope, we're not getting in there.
What's wrong with this thing?
There's nothing in here. There's a young vampire here. Let's see if this one says anything. Nope. And there's a door here, and there's a cell in the center of this room, but this one's empty. Let's take a look at a map. And not much else going on here. Alright, let's see what's through this door. Ooh. The Master and the Mistress. Alright, those must be the head vampires we're looking for. Let's see, let's back up Rodan. Let's bust out the old Necromancer staff. And let's get some Create Undead going on. And let's start buffing up with some other goodies. Let's go ahead and get some Ghostly Visage up on Zara. And Marissa. And let's get some Triple X. Alright, Rodan. Let's see. Let's go back to your bow. Stay back here. Alright, these guys might be a pain in the ass to kill. Alright, Garth. Quit screwing around and get over here.
I'm on it.
No, we can't get in there, huh? Okay, Rodan. We're running. Oh, damn. Just got stunned. Alright, she's doing some music. Marissa. Let's back her out and get Garth up here. Alright, let's see. Let's go back to Marissa. Yeah, these guys are probably going to be regenerating like crazy. So... yeah, healing spells should do a lot of damage to these guys. Let's see, what else do we have, though? Yeah, none of this is going to be useful. Yeah, we're just going to have to focus at one at a time here, but unfortunately, it's going to be hard to get in here. Because we got a choke point going on here. I wonder if Marissa can get in there or not. Can you squeeze in there? Let's see. Yeah, let's just start unloading with some magic missiles, I guess. Yeah, these guys are regenerating. We're not doing anything to them. Looks like... let's hit the Master. Let's target him. And let's start letting some magic missiles go in there. Yeah, we gotta do as much damage as we can. We're definitely gonna regenerate. Now, we still have that stone, which does heal. That's gonna do a lot of damage to him, but we can only use that once. So let's see if we can take out at least one of these. Alright, let's go back. Yep, let's just start unloading.
We've got company.
Alright, this is too bad that this is a choke point going on here. Alright, Rodan, you need to back up, get your damn bow in hand. Alright, let's start shooting them. Alright, Garth, can you get in there or not? Alright, we should be able to hit the Master here now. If I can target him. Let's see. Where is Rodan? He's back here. Make sure we're hitting just the Master. Come on. Alright, we're doing a lot of damage to him. Alright, let's go back to Zara. What is she casting? Creeping Alright. Let's see. Let's go back to the wand of missiles. Yeah, we need to target him. Alright, that one's dead. Alright, now we can hit the mistress. Now, let's hit her with some heal. See if we can take her out faster. Yep. Heal is devastating to vampires. 110 points of positive energy. Alright, so we have a level up and there was a journal update. You have killed the head vampires. Now you need to talk to your sister. Okay. Alright, before we do that, let's see what we have back here. Actually, you know what? Yes. Let's deal with this level up first. Alright, 5th level bard now. And let's go with some concentration. And let's go with some lore and taunt, spellcraft, perform, and use magic device. Alright, we still have 4 more points. I don't know if sleight of hand is going to be useful here. You know what? Let's put a bunch into appraise. Alright, and we get some 2nd level spells. Another sound burst might be useful. Heroism might be useful too. Alright, 2nd level. Actually, maybe silence. We don't have any silence. You know what? Let's get silence. And we get a 1st level spell. Maybe some lesser dispel. Tasha's hideous laughter might be useful too. You know what? Let's get lesser dispel. And that's going to be it. Alright, let's go for a rest. Alright.
What do you need?
Let's go see what we got going on here. Let's actually grab Zara in case there's any magic items we can identify that stuff. Expensive dress. +3 charisma. Useful for maybe a sorcerer or something like that, but to us, not too useful. Alright, what do we have on the table? A note and a couple scrolls. We'll be needing 10 of your disciples for the first batch. Ensure that you only select the best, as they cannot question what they will do. As soon as they are ready to send word to me, and I shall arrange collection. You are more than welcome to accompany them, and I hope that you do, as we have much to discuss. Keep up the good work. Our time is nearly upon us. Alright, let's grab those scrolls. And we have a small table here. A cell key. Okay, that must be to get her out. And a ring. Oh, can you see if there's one about ancient legends for me, please? I'll have a romance one with princesses. How about you, Garth? It seems that I'm running a library now. Are there any about weapons and fighting? Maybe with some pictures, too. Tell you what, you can all choose a book later, but now is not the time for that. No offense, but you were the one browsing through the bookshelf and started this, not us. I wasn't browsing. You were doing a good impression of a browser. Exactly what does a browser look like? Like you just now, of course. Don't deny it. You're a browser and you know it. I've seen a few browsers in my time, and Rodin's definitely displaying classic browsing denial now. Don't you start, Zara. If you must know, I was looking at the bookcase because something's wrong with it. Not in alphabetical order? Is there no end to the horrors that we have to suffer? No, it's this book. It doesn't belong here. Fiction in the non-fiction? How much more cruelty must we endure? Please, don't tell us there's science books in the geography section. I'm starting to feel faint already. Damn. No. This book is around the wrong way. The wrong way around? A true browser's nightmare. Walk away now before it's too late and you give yourself nightmares. Do you think we'll have to put Rodan on suicide watch for a while? It might be advisable. No book browser can see that sort of horror and remain undamaged mentally. Jesus, man. Just look at this book, and you'll see what I mean. Avert your eyes, Zara. You are too young to witness such a thing. Listen, you two. Hang on a minute. There's been something written on the pages. Vandalism! Destruction of books. It is far worse than I could ever have imagined. No, it's some sort of diary. Somebody was hiding it here. Was it in the mystery section? No, it's just look. All right. A royal scandal, a missing prince or princess, and a broken-hearted lover enduring terrible torture. You just have to keep it. Don't worry, I was going to. It's the least we can do for this Jane woman. She wrote it so somebody would know the truth. If she's just stopped writing it, she might. We'll have to check the bodies. Maybe we just killed her. The other vampires were quite small, so I don't think she was one of them. Maybe she was the woman in that cell we passed. Only one way to find out. Come on. Okay. So we just picked up a diary. Let's take a look at that. This is a book that you found placed the wrong way in a bookshelf in the dungeon of the Baron's Manor, probably done in a hurry. The pages have been written over by somebody in very neat handwriting. Looking at the dates, it appears that whoever wrote it was there for a few years, and the entries only stopped recently. From flicking through the pages, you can work out that this one was called Jane, and she was quite important in society until she made a mistake. This mistake was to get pregnant during an affair with the Emperor. She had the baby just before being brought here and had no idea where it was taken. She was obviously devastated by this loss and had considered suicide on more than one occasion. It was only the thought of finding her child one day that prevented her from doing it. She was also not very happy about her dear host, the Baron, visiting her at night when he was drunk and in need of company. Damn. Alright, we're going to have to go back up there and slit his throat, I guess. Alright, and we had a journal update. You have found the diary of a woman that was held in the Baron's dungeon. You should look around to see if you can find anything else. Okay. Anything else on this bookcase? Careful, you get accused of browsing again. Alright, I don't think there's anything else in here. Let's go back to these cells and see if these young vampires know anything. Apparently that one doesn't. Let's see, we also had a key. Was that for... Where is that key? Okay, Zara's got it. Is that for her cell? No, apparently it's not for these. Alright, let's come over here and talk to these two.
Sure.
Nope. Oh, we have a lever here too. I didn't even see that control lever. Is that key to be used on that, maybe? No, alright. Well, let's talk to Joanne first then. I can feel that you killed the master and mistress, so what are your plans for us? That's up to you, not me. What do you intend to do with your freedom? What are our options? Start biting everything with a heartbeat or not. We can start biting everything with a heartbeat that has done us wrong and put us in this position. Are we seriously negotiating that? Anyway, I think the Baron's the only one left standing at the moment, so it doesn't matter. He'll do. The bastard laughed at me when we arrived. He probably remembered how he called me a peasant last year when I tried to sell him some flowers, and I called him a stuck-up idiot. Was that when you got sent to your room for ages? Yes, can you believe it? I got in trouble for that when he started it. In fact, he was calling us all peasants, and our mother punished me for standing up to him. Well, he's a prisoner here now, and we still haven't decided about him. So apart from fanging the Baron, could you behave yourself here and leave people alone? I would like to, and we could try our best to behave. Could you guard the island and free any slaves that are brought here? Yes, as they are just like we are. But their captors would be ours, I presume? I suppose so. It's no different from us killing them. There is a special job that needs to be done on this island. It's the lighthouse. You must promise that you'll help the Lighthouse Keeper. Protect him and leave him alone. Why aren't you staying here? We can't, and that's why we need you and your friends to behave and protect this place. No running off to the mainland to feast, that sort of thing. Be good vampires. I'm sure we can do that. Good, because that's exactly what you need to do. Shall I wait outside while this deal is done? Why, Garth? There are no vampires here. Just Rodon's sister and her friends. That's all I can see or remember. Me too. We killed the vampires, didn't we? This is a conspiracy. I will say no more about it, and you will do the same, I trust. Of course. Can we come out now, please? Not yet. I've got to sort it out with the Lighthouse Keeper who still thinks he's a cook, and speak to your best friend, the Baron. Come on. Alright, journal updates. Keeping the lights on. You're going to ask the cook to become the Lighthouse Keeper with an armed guard of young vampires to protect him. You have spoken to your sister, and she says that she'd be willing to stay to guard the island and be a good vampire. You should speak to the cook and the Baron before deciding what to do with her. Alright. And we need to figure out who this Jane person is, too. Alright, we still can't do anything with these control levers, so I guess we're done down here. Oh, yeah, we still got this woman to talk to as well. Thank you, but what do you have planned for me now? What monster is going to feed on me next? No more feeding. You're free and can leave. Really? But the Baron, he will never allow that. Don't worry about him. How did you finish up in here? It doesn't matter. I thank you for your kindness, and I will now go back to my room, as I do not wish to be a burden upon you. Why is that then, Jane? Yes, what do you mean, your room? How did... We found your diary. Then you are in big danger. Nowhere will be safe for you. Nowhere is anyway, so that's not an issue. Are you bandits? No. Let's just say that the land you once knew is not the same now. The vampires in here were part of that. They were horrible. We were kept here as food for them until we were trained. How can this be happening? We don't really know, but we aim to find out and make them pay for it. Then I wish you all well on your quest. If on your travels you find out anything about my daughter. It's a missing princess. Hear that, Garth? It's the ultimate night quest. We have that already, but it is certainly worth of attention. Calm down, you three. As I was saying, if you find out anything about my missing daughter, then please try to get the diary to her in some way. She will then know I didn't abandon her. That's all I ask. We'll do that, I promise, but we might have something to ask of you in return. I am not a warrior and cannot do magic, but I will help you if I can. That is all that we ask. We might have a job for you. Just wait here for us. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? No, not now, Marissa. Oh, there are children present. Very funny, and it doesn't take a genius to work out what's on your mind. Not with Jane here, I hope. But seriously, I was actually thinking about a certain job vacancy on this island. Really? All right, so was I. I admit it. Come on. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, that key's for this gate. Okay, let's open that up. Did you say anything else? Don't worry, I'll wait here. Alright. Let's go back up and talk to the Lighthouse Keeper and the Baron. Alright, let's talk to the Lighthouse Keeper first. Yeah, he should be right over here unless he moves somewhere. Yeah, there he is. Let's talk to him. Alright, let's wait for everybody else to show up here, so we don't screw around here with any dialogue that might be happening. Well, you're still alive, so that's good. How did you get on with those bastards? They're dead, and we found my sister, and she's alright, but we've got a job proposition for you. You want me to take her some food? No problem, I'm on it. Poor little bugger must be starving. I'll get down there right away and see what she wants. That's really not a good idea. You're going to find out sooner or later, so it might as well be now. My sister and 3 others are vampires now. They were being turned in that dungeon, but they're not as bad as you think. They're vampires, but not as bad as you think? Is there anything worse than vampires? I know this is a bit much to take on. I had trouble myself, but it's all right. They're going to stay here and guard the island. At night, I presume? Yes, I suppose that would be when they could go outside. I have heard that vampires can go out in the daylight if they're covered up, but they don't like it much. Well, whatever they do, or when they go to the beach, doesn't really matter. It matters to me, mate. Why would I stay on bloody Vampire Island? Because they're going to protect it, and you're going to keep the lighthouse running. Believe it or not, but it'll be safer here than on the mainland. There's also a rather special lady that could help you with the lighthouse. What's she then, a mummy? Yes, but only because she's had a child. It's not a bandage thing at all. She was a prisoner here for quite some time. All right, then I'll bite. So, how's this going to work? Go to the lighthouse, work out what you need to get it started, grab some supplies, and move in, I suppose. And you clear it with the vampires? Yes, if that lighthouse stops working, they're in trouble. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I better go and have a look then. Good luck. We'll have a word with the lady downstairs and tell her to meet you there. Her name's Jane, and look after her. Not Lady Jane? She's still here? Yes, do you know her? She used to come to some of the parties here. She was always good to us servants, but I saw what happened that night they brought her here. I thought she was dead for sure. We were all really upset about it. Well, she's not dead, so look after her. I'll tell you something she's not going to want for food. It'll be nice to cook for someone that understands the art. I'll go and start tidying the place up now. This day isn't so bad after all. Thank you. I'm sure it'll be fine. Alright, so he's going to go handle that. We had some more journal updates. Jane Doe, you have arranged for Jane to stay at the lighthouse with the cook. She just doesn't know it yet, so you'll have to tell her. Alright, the cook has agreed to help the lighthouse. Okay. Now, let's go talk to Baron Asshole. Hopefully he's still over here. Might have hauled ass, huh? Yeah, it was down here. Is he still there? Yep, he's still here. Let's see what this idiot's gonna say. You have returned. Does this mean I've got my manor back? No, not really. Exactly how much did you know about what was happening in the dungeon? Nothing whatsoever, I swear. How about one of the prisoners called Jane? As I said, I have absolutely no idea about anything that happens in the dungeon. I've never even been in the place. Now I know that's a lie, and you should really be more careful about what you say. Your life is in the balance and hanging by a very thin piece of string at the moment. All right. Yes, I've been in there a few times to check on things, that's all. So, what do you say? A nice even 1,000 each for clearing out my home and getting rid of the nasties? I think we're going to have to put it to the vote, like my friend suggested earlier. So what do you say, Garth? If you were a bandit chief that had sacked the villages and got caught, the sentence is death. This man has aided in the destruction in our land and deserves no better. I will do it if you want. That'll be a thumbs down for Garth. Bad news, Baron. He's the paladin. My turn. I think that he should be made to babysit and look after the poor children that we found in the dungeon as a punishment. Feed them well, that sort of thing. I can certainly do that. We have enough food here for months. She's not so bad after all, your friend. Little does he know. And that's a thumbs up from Marissa. Unusual choice, but I think it's a fair one. Me next. I was nearly one of the poor children in the dungeon, so I think what the Baron helped do is absolutely terrible, and he deserves to die. Wait a minute. I can give you all 2,000 each, and you, young lady, can have a diamond necklace, too. Are you trying to bribe the judges? I sincerely hope not. I hadn't finished my verdict. Anyway, although I think the Baron should be killed, it's too fast, and looking after the children is a far better idea, and one that will give him time to think about his actions. That's another thumbs up from Zara. Oh yes, and you can stick your diamond necklace up your ass. Do I actually have to do that? I don't know, you might. So now it's my turn. My sister was brought here as a slave. The same sister you called a peasant when she tried to sell you flowers. She's still here. Do you remember her? I think I do, but I must have been in a bad mood at the time, that's all. I'm always very good to children. Really? Then in that case, you can be good with her and her friends now. Why not let them play Baron for a day and let them eat whatever they want? I can do that, it's not a problem. But, of course, I'd have to be alive. Oh yes, I think that is very important. Well, it looks like you just got a thumbs up from me too, Baron. What do you think about that? Very wise of you. I will not forget this, and I still have a lot of influence, you know. Good. Now remember to be nice to my sister and her friends, and give them what they want. One last thing. Who owns the golem? It's mine. A mage made it for me years ago as protection. Why? It let us in because of a ring I was wearing, but I lost it in the fighting, so how would I stop it attacking me? It's called Manaroth. If you say that before talking to it, then it won't bother you at all. That's all the servants ever do. Thanks, I'll remember that. Goodbye, Baron. Yeah, little does he know they're gonna eat it. They're gonna feed off his ass, huh? Let's see, does he say anything else? You made a wise decision. Yeah, we certainly did. Alright, and we had some more journal updates. You've decided to let your sister deal with the Baron in whatever way she sees fit. Go and tell her the good news. And you have arranged for Jane to stay at the Lighthouse. Okay, we know about that. And the cook has agreed to help the Lighthouse. Yeah, we know about that. Alright, and we know about all the rest of these. Alright, let's go back down and see what new things they got to say. Alright, we can talk to Jane first. You came back. Is everything alright? Yes, and I think your future just got a bit brighter. Couldn't get much darker than it is. So, what's happening? Have you ever thought about helping run a lighthouse? You know what, it's really strange that you would ask me that, because no, I haven't. Well, it just so happens that there's one here that needs looking after, and the cook has volunteered to take over there, so might need a hand. This is the manor cook we're talking about? Blue eyes, grayish beard, always wearing a hat? Yes, that sounds like him. So what do you think? I think that if I get out of here and spend my time looking out to sea or sitting on a beach reading whilst eating the most divine food, then my life just got better. So, yes, I'd like that very much. Good, he'll be waiting for you at the lighthouse. He remembers you and thought you were dead. And I remember his sausage rolls and beef stew. He's a good man. Shitty boss that didn't deserve him, but a good man. Then that's settled. Your new career awaits. No one will suspect you of being there. You died with everybody else in here, and we'll keep a lookout for your child on our travels. Thank you so much. But be careful where you show that dress of mine. It could be recognized. If you do find out about my daughter, remember the diary and... We'll try to get you a message, don't worry. One last thing, you'll be protected by 4 vampires. One is my sister, and they'll be sworn to protect you, so please don't worry about it. I trust you, and I won't worry too much, I promise. Until you arrived, I was already dead, so whatever comes next is a bonus, and I will see it as such. For this new chance, I thank you all. You're welcome. Now go and see about that stew. Okay. 200 experience points, journal updated. Jane will be joining the cook at the lighthouse to assist him. You said that you'd keep a lookout for information about her child. Alright. Now let's go talk to our sister. I've talked to the others. Well, I shouted across to them, and we all agreed that we will guard the island and not go on any rampage if you let us out. And I've spoken to the cook, who's now going to be the Lighthouse Keeper along with Lady Jane, who is also a prisoner here. You will let them come and go as they please. Promise? Yes, we promise. I told you we hadn't gone blood crazy. Good. And the dear sweet Baron has agreed that he's going to look after you and give you whatever you want. He even said you can all play Baron for the day with him. Anything we want? Anything. I don't need to hear the details. He said you can eat whatever you want, too, which is really rather generous of him, don't you think? I really like her, Rodon. She's a zombie, right? She's my friend. Can you marry a zombie? I think it would be a first. Maybe Garth could do the ceremony. Hold on a minute. I'm not being married by a paladin. Have you got any idea how mad that sounds? A zombie refusing to be married by a paladin. Shouldn't it be the other way around? I actually have no objections. I think I'm way past that now, due to recent events. Can I be the maid of honor? Only if I'm the maid of horror. Hang on, nobody's getting married. Joanne, you can't be a maid of horror while you're in a cell anyways. So, back to what I was saying. Killjoy. As I was saying... What were you saying? Was it, I'm going to pull the lever now and let you all out so that you can live in the manor, guard the lighthouse, and not fang anybody that doesn't deserve it? Yes, but you have to promise, and don't let me down. I don't want to hear of any ships crashing near here or mysterious deaths on the mainland. I promise, brother, and I really mean it. I'm not letting you down because you've rescued us, and we won't forget it. You've also given us a manor house and an island, so that's pretty good, too. I'll pull the lever. Zara? Yes, me. I was in the ogre cages, too, and I want to free the last slaves ever to be in this dungeon, or a part of what was happening. I can't argue with that. Why aren't you staying, Rodon? Is this still the big adventure you were going on? Sort of. We're looking for who started it for some payback. We'll be here if you need us. You know that, don't you? Of course I do. I'm pleased I found you, Joanne. What, no, even though you're a vampire? No, you're still my sister. One thing, though, you seem to be taking all this rather well. I know it seems bad, and I won't let it get to my head like some of the others did, but I actually feel really good. I'm a lot stronger. I heal very fast. I am fast, and I can see in the dark. And let's face it, my only other option was a nasty death. Fair enough, I can't argue with that. Just behave yourself, and I'm sure we'll see you later. I hope so. Good luck, all of you. Thanks. Just stay down here until we've gone. I really don't want to see the parlor games. No problem, I understand. One last thing. Say Manoroth to the golem on the door if you want it to ignore you or do what you say. We've got a pet golem, too. It just gets better and better. It does indeed. Come on, you three. Let's get back to the boat and leave. Alright, 300 experience points and another journal update. Alright, these are completed now. Your sister's staying at the manor with her friends to take care of things here. It's probably best not to know any details, but she seems trustworthy enough. Leave the island if you've done everything else. Alright. I believe we are finished here. Let's see, does she say anything else? Don't worry, it's all under control here. Let's talk to these other young vampires and see if they might have something to say. Your sister's a really good fighter. We'll be fine, don't worry. Don't worry, we'll be good. Alright, and this one here. Thank you. Alright, I guess we're done down here. We can't do anything with that. Yeah, that was just to open those gates. Alright, let's go back to the boat. Alright, here's where we're gonna probably go back to the mainland. But we are running up on time. I think we'll do that in the next episode in case there's a long dialogue or something involved with that. So, let's go ahead and end it here. Don't forget to leave me a like, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you in the next one.